Right, guys, we are back in the crew again. I've actually just unlocked Dirt Spec, or the Drift Spec, if you will. So what we're going to do today is we're going to drive to New York to start with, buy ourselves a new car, and then get ourselves in Dirt Spec and Street Spec. Just for those that haven't seen it yet, this is going to be the customization. I'm going to go with a car I haven't really gone with before. I'll have a look through the cars and we'll see what we can get. But it's going to be a little drive until we can get there. So let's very quickly set New York as the location, actually. I wasn't sure what car I'm going to get. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. There's a couple of cars I haven't got yet. Guys, it is time for another beta on the crew. You know it. Damn straight. So I just got finished getting to level 10 on the game. So what I'm going to be doing today is driving to New York so we can actually get ourselves a new car. Now, there isn't going to be much choice for us there, honestly. I don't think so at all, because we've got no crew credits this time, meaning we're going to go there and probably end up buying nothing. But it's not going to be a wasted journey, because there's also... I should really hold on with two hands and stop trying to explain it with my hands. There's actually the dirt tuner there, which I also unlocked because we got to level 10, which means we can do some drifty-wifty once we actually unlock the dirt spec, and obviously we can do some PvP as well once we've actually got that dirt spec. So the crew beta is back, people. The final beta, final push. We thought the last one was going to be the final beta, but the open beta is here. So if you guys have not played the crew on PlayStation 4, Xbox One yet, those are the platforms that open beta is available on. Go to your PlayStation store and you will see the beta there. If you can't see the download, go on the store, on the website, and you'll find it. But anyway, to the video. So, as I said, we're going to be driving to New York today so we can get to the tuner. Now, I'm a little bit better with the wheel than I was last time. He says as he hits traffic. It's still very, very weird to get used to. I've been playing Drive Club quite a bit, and it's kind of freaky-deaky every now and again. Like, you go and jump some bumps and the wheel just goes absolutely haywire. Look, I'm not even doing anything and it's going to... It didn't even react to that. Bloody hell. But it's like little jumps in the road, like railroads especially, and when you go off-road, the thing goes absolutely mental. So keep that in mind if you are using a wheel. So what I'm actually going to do, if the people are actually using a wheel, because I'm so kind, hopefully people actually watch this if they're using a wheel. The wheel here setup that I've got is right here. Any more force feedback, it tries to rip your hands off. It's more like a little kitten if you go one less than that. Steering linearity, I'd turn that down, dead zone, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. So I've basically gone for that because when you put it on really high, like, it is ridiculously high. Like, seriously, higher than you've ever played on any game ever. It's just ridiculous. It's literally like the thing wants to come loose and fly off the table or something. I don't bloody know, like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so, the crew final beta. It's basically the same build as the last beta for anyone that's wondering. So don't expect any like major improvements in the game or anything like that. It's literally the same build, I believe. Like the build number is identical. Maybe they made a couple of changes, but I don't know. But there is a little bug they mentioned where online syncing doesn't work once you leave a mission or something. So if you go to a HQ, it works. But that's a bug that's fixed in the final. Thankfully, it won't be in the actual full game. Not that it's like a massive deal, but still, it's a bug, and it's going to be sorted. Which is always good. When you sort bugs before you release your game, that's very, very good. So I went with this beautiful thing this time. I've actually come to really love the design of this car. Like, do you know what? It's probably the only muscle car at the moment to me that keeps the old... Oh my god, and now we're off-road. Look at the wheel. Oh my god, it's going insane. Jesus Christ, I'm in 5th gear and I'm being dragged everywhere. So yeah, this is probably the only muscle car that really keeps its muscle look from the old days, if that makes sense. Like, all the other muscle cars have got like weird, different, smooth bodies, like supercars or something, whereas this thing's like, yes, I am from the muscles and I stay in the muscles. I'm not turning around to do the landing zone. Like, I'm not going to jump into the landing zone because I've gone the opposite direction now, mate. I've gone way past it. I left you in the dust. I don't know why I said that, but it reminds me of San Andreas. It probably was on the radio. Yeah, it's like, we'll leave you in the dust. Oh my god. See what I mean? Like, the wheel just jumps. Normally on force feedback on games, it's kind of like, oh yeah, here's a little pull this way because you're turning into a corner, it wants to pull the other way. But no, on this it's like, oh, you kind of just did a little bump on the road. Let's spin you and snap you instantly. Like, it's not even a full pull. It's like a little kind of, oh god. It's a little sharp pull like that. It's really, really odd. See what I mean? That wasn't me moving my hands. I'm not just moving my hands like a strange person. It's literally doing that on its own. I did not do that. See, I didn't do that. It's kind of weird, like, because I was trying to upload videos to Vine and what's it called? I don't know what it's doing now. I was trying to upload videos to Vine and Instagram to show people, like, this thing is crazy when you're trying to drive this normally. And it looks like I'm just pulling the wheel, so it's kind of difficult to show. But I don't know. I've turned the voices off because they're bloody annoying. I want to get away from you, mates. I don't want to cause any trouble. Just let me go. Oh my god! He took himself out. What a pleb. Bloody plonker. He's keeping up pretty damn well for me using NOS, isn't it? He's just going the exact same speed as me when I'm using NOS. Shows a lot about this car. Quite low level. I think they said the highest level in the crew for a car got taken out by traffic was 1,299. And we get limited to about 200. We can get over 200 in the beta, but I've not really seen many people go to 200. So it's like, yeah, people are like, oh, you can't drift in the game. Oh, you can't go very fast in the game. Where's the sense of speed? I'll tell you where the sense of speed is. It's once you actually upgrade your car past level 2. Well, not level 2, but you know what I mean. Like, it's a ridiculously small amount. I'm not taking part in your challenges. I cannot do these challenges with the wheel. I'm sorry. It's just like, haven't you realised I've given up, mate? I'm not doing it. Abort. Abort mission. It is not safe for us, comrades. So how far are we? We're actually 6.5 miles left to the actual place, which is quite a while. I actually thought we'd taken quite a lot of that journey, because I've done this Detroit to New York journey so many times now. Like, so many. Because obviously I've been in every single beta that's been available to you know, the public. Not that it's a public beta, you know what I mean? This is a public beta, but the others were closed, but it was still available to the public, if that makes sense. But yeah, I've taken this journey like every time because I've always wanted to go. Like, oh, Dirt Tuner, obviously. I want to go to the Dirt Tuner. And I've always been in the mission area just before like I go exploring. I'm like, hey, wouldn't it make sense to get Dirt Spec before we go on our adventure? Of course it does, man. You're going to be going off-road. Of course you need some Dirt Spec. Dirt specifications. Upgrading. Good God. So, oh my Jesus gravy. I could have just kind of carried on driving forward, but I decided to change gears, and now it's going to take me about a year to change down, to change back up again, and that's one thing. Like, when you've stopped dead, I wish it kind of let you just go to reverse gear, to neutral, then reverse, rather than jumping down gears over and over and over. Like, I wish it was an option at least. That's something I'd like to see. I don't think any game really does that, but there's two ways of fixing it. I either ask them to implement that feature, or I buy a £100 shifter. Which one would you prefer? Hmm? Well, I know which one I'd prefer anyway. You'd probably prefer the shifter. Knowing you lots. Bullies. Don't want to crash and I just want to fly through here. So, we're near the dealership now. I don't think I've actually got any money to properly buy any car that I actually want. Like, usually I'd buy the R34. That was in the last 2-3 betas I've bought the R34. First beta, oh my god. I grinded and grinded and grinded and got it. Second beta, oh my god. You're in the wrong game. Go back to Need for Speed, mate. I was trying to look behind me and I'm pressing everything that's not the right button. God damn it. That wasn't me. But yeah, in the first beta I bought the R34. Second beta I bought the Camaro, which took me a bloody damn long time because I had to grind for that. Third beta, I bought another R34 because that's when we got crew credits. Number 4, crew credits, R34. So I think I'm not going to buy an R34 this time, but do you know what I'm going to buy in the full game? An R34. Yes, of course I am. How could I not? Like, it's just... It's my favourite car in this game that's available at the moment. Like, so I'm guessing this is the beginning, and maybe we'll have more cars available at the beginning of the actual full game. I don't know, because maybe we'll just unlock them as we get to dealerships, and maybe these are actually the cars in the dealerships. We don't know. It's exciting, isn't it? It's like a week away now, and then we're very, very close to the crew. Not a week away and we're very close, but a week away and we are at the crew. It is literally a week away now. Like, today is Tuesday, the day the game is released. Which is absolutely insane. Anyway, there we go. There we are. We're at the dealership now, so we can just jump in there and see what's for sale. Don't want to see you, mate. I just want to see your friends. What's in here? I really want to buy a Raptor, but I don't think I've got the money for a Raptor. That's the problem. They're like 80k? Something like that. $85,000. And then we've got you for 90, 100, 270. See what I mean? That's very damn expensive. All we can buy is a Ford Focus. And I am not buying a Ford Focus. So let's back out of there. Sorry, mate. We've got no money to spend in your dealership. So what we're going to do, we're actually just going to go to the dirt tuner now and upgrade this thing to dirt. So let's see what this thing looks like. I don't recall me ever having a dirt version of this car. If I haven't had a dirt version of this car, why the hell have I not done it so far? And there goes my carbon hood just popping in, as you do. Brake, please. Brakes are very useful. Let's pop onto the map. I don't know why I paused the game. There's a button specifically for the map right down here, but I insist on using the pause button. I don't know. See, come out of the dealership, you actually see people driving around. Look at that, it's insane. Next gen is finally here. Set waypoint. We are going to go across the bridge to see the dirt tuner. I'm actually really interested to see how this thing will drive. So, what I think I'm going to do in this beta is I might... kind of makes sense to try a lot of the starter cars, because that's all I'm really going to be able to afford. I might be able to buy a Focus, but I've already driven a Focus for a little bit, so I could drive the starter cars to kind of make my final decision on what starter car I'm using, and I guess it could help the people that don't have it, the beta, so that would be pretty damn interesting. It'll be interesting to see as well, does this thing still brutally murder me as much off-road in dirt spec that it does in street spec? Probably doesn't murder me as much, but it probably still will try and rip my hands off at the same time. Because it's still... Like, cause I've driven the Camaro off-road, like with the wheel, because it was the mission. I've driven the Raptor off-road, and they still tried to murder me. But it may be a little bit easier when I'm just driving normal pace and not under pressure of a clock. I did put you out the way for a reason, car. I've got places to be. I don't need you in my way. I thought that was said Subway then. I honestly thought that was Subway. Is it meant to be? I don't know. Could be. We'll have to see. Anyway, to the dirt tuner. I honestly do not remember. Have I had this in dirt spec? If not, why? I probably have, and you're probably like, Theo, how could you forget? You didn't like it. You wanted to burn it. I'm like, oh, crap. Yeah. That's why I didn't do it in every other beta ever. Oh, baby, you sound so fun. I know the sounds are different when you're into cutscenes, but still, it doesn't mean it sounds bad. It still means it sounds good, doesn't it? Look at that R34. That's teasing me. You do that every time because it's a placed prop, Theo. It's not going to change, is it? Right, 2 here. Let's go for a level 10 dirt kit provided by Zoe. How kind is she? She buys everybody a dirt and street spec. I wonder if she does the same with other specs. We'll have to see in the full game, because unfortunately we can't see in the beta, which is a shame, because I'd really like to. Good God, I have not used this before. I haven't. I know I haven't. No way. We're keeping your orange for now. Well, let's see what bumpers you got, baby. Take off that bumper and put on a nice one. To be honest, whoa! Okay, I'm liking that so far. I'm definitely liking that. but at the same time, I want to drift this car. So I don't want it to be too over the top. So what we'll go with is actually either that one or that one. That one looks really, really weird. I think we'll go with that one because it actually reminds you of the actual car. Rear bumper, what are we going with? I'm guessing there's not going to be much difference here. So, yeah, let's go with... I don't know, what was that last one like? We could go with the last one. Could go with that one. Could go with this one. We're going to go with that one. Number 7. Front fender, rear fender, not possible. Don't want to change the side skirt because I just prefer the stock one. Insane. Rims. Now, we could go with official rims, but what I want to do is actually go for some off-road looking rims. Because the off-road rims also look off-road, and they also look like they are drift rims. They do. Like, they're just some things I put on drift cars, and they just fit. It's like, yeah, okay. Go on, then. Put that on there. Rear wing. Do we get a big one? Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. And as for the hood, do we get any nice, clean ones? That'll do. That's pretty damn close enough. And as for the colour, I actually want to change the colour, I think. I don't, but I do. It's a hard choice here, my friends. So if we go through a couple of colours, let's see what we've got available. Go with the white, or the grey, or the black. It does look very nice in black. Let's see if we can accelerate. Oh, yeah, we can drive it inside the garage. I didn't know we could do that with a wheel. That's what you call a donut. Literally. You get it? No? Okay. Can I actually move the camera? I don't think I can because I'm using a wheel. If I go back, that's going to be at a weird angle now, isn't it? I'm not going to be able to change it. I'm going to keep it orange anyway. So there's no worries. Anyway, let's get out of here. We don't want to be here no more. I want to go take... The door's still open. Like, it's slightly ajar. I did not want that. Hopefully it's actually closed here. I'm assuming it's going to be closed. Yes. Because if that didn't close, that would have been very, very strange indeed. You know, I'm having second thoughts about that front bumper. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Can't wait to get to the proper spec of, you know, Raid. That's what I'm trying to think of. Raid spec. That's what I can't wait to get to. Alright guys, we are back in Detroit for a little bit of sliding that I'm attempting to do here. So, as I said, this is my first time I've actually really driven this car or tried to drift it anyway. So, don't expect anything like fantastic, and especially because I'm like brand new to this wheel and it's a little bit different to a controller, for instance. A little bit, he says, as it tries to rip his arms off again. So, yeah, I'm going to be trying to go to a couple of areas after this, kind of after I've got a bit more of a feel for the car. But, I mean, don't expect me to be some, like, Ken Block style person. Because I'm not going to do anything like that straight away, especially with the wheel. Like, with the controller, I've managed to get pretty good with drifting on this game. It's a matter of just, like, literally, you know, getting used to how the thing feels. Some of these cars can be, like, a lot heavier. This thing is probably on the higher end of the heavy scale. I've actually been trying to get the hang of it for the past couple of minutes, but I can't really get used to the feel of it. It's a little bit heavier than, say, on my R34. And for the people that are going to be like, oh, that's because it's all-wheel drive, they all feel about the same in that sense. Like, drivetrain doesn't change anything in this game except, like, stability of the car when, you know, going through corners or something, so how fast you can go through a corner or something. But this game is more suited for the type of drifting in where you need to go to a set location to do it. So I'm going to go to probably Yosemite or Yosemite, or I went to that road which I really liked for drifting. Like, I've been to, like, every drifting video I've done on the crew. If you've followed me for a while, then you know exactly what that is. But I'm thinking of, like, going there as well to give it a go, just to see. But I think it's going to be cool to experiment with a different car. That's, like, a good way for me to be like, alright, so if I got this for the start of the game, and then I bought an R34, I'll have both of these, and I'll like them both, and they're both different, and one's heavy and one's not so heavy. One of them doesn't weigh as much as a bloody rhinoceros or something. But yeah, so if you want to see a little bit more of the crew, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you stick around for my beta coverage. If there's anything in particular that you want to see, be sure to drop down in the comments exactly what you want to see, and I will do my best to get you that. And I've accelerated way too much there. But before I make more of a joke of myself, I'm going to end this video off and just let you see this thing. Try not to kill me. God damn it, I told you to try not to kill me. So as I said, I'll let you see this thing drive into the distance. Anyway, as I said, give it a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.